All right, everyone to your places.
We're ready in here, sir.
How are we in the studio?
Stand by, sir. Get the lights.
Yes, sir. Striking.
Quiet on the set, please. We're on in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Greetings, everyone. Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Nolan.
Buenas noches, soy Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And that's our show here. That's our lineup, the big three. Here we are again with our, our first show in May. Holy
Wow.
cow, hope you survived May Day. And
May Day.
gee whiz, it's all in the rear view mirror now. It's rolling way too fast, but some really nice weather so far. It's starting to feel more like, almost like March today as of our
It's
taping.
gorgeous.
It's
It
very
was
beautiful.
The past couple of days have been beautiful, so enjoy it while it lasts because summer's not far away.
Oh man, the humidity.
Short
Really,
springs here.
Spring is a beautiful time around Washington here. Well, here we go with another show. Our news and community bulletin board files, and as always, Adele Quo is here with
It's
Easy
Easy
Green. Indeed it is. We're almost together on that. Should we try it again?
That's okay.
News and CBB, as I mentioned, Denise is here with her reviews looking at the fabulous Lipitones tonight, our News for Seniors segment, and then a roll-in with our favorite Styrofoam mom, Miriam Gennari, and her guest. And that's our show, but before we go, a social media reminder from Senior Pineda.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News. And the number one, also facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Craig, on to the news.
All right, gracias, Senor Pineda. Here we go, the first of our news items, News for Seniors glasses in place. Well, Crystal City has the dubious distinction of being among Virginia Railway Express's busiest stations, making it a bottleneck for commuter traffic. VRE, Virginia Rail Express, has decided to resolve the problem by revamping the station. VRE plans to ease congestion by extending the existing platform to accommodate longer trains, more frequent service, and more passengers. Well, while some riders are happy at the prospect of improved service, some local residents believe the changes would make Crystal City a less enjoyable place to live. They are concerned that the expansion would involve destroying a nearby park and increasing noise and pollution and pedestrian traffic as well. Some have advocated instead for better signage to help ease crowding at certain parts of the station. To learn more about the changes and provide your input, visit their website. It should be on your screen. If not, we'll give it to you. www.vre.org/development/Crystal City, and then some dashes in there, -station-improvements. And you can put in your own thoughts on that whole business there. Daniel.
No tiny URL or
tiny
anything
URL
like
on
that?
that one.
Well, Craig, if you're playing or watching local baseball, then you just got more of a good thing. The Arlington Sports Foundation and the county government are going to pay for artificial turf for Gunston Park's Diamond Athletic Field. That's number one. This will be the county's second synthetic diamond field, and it's expected to add an additional 880 or so hours of playtime. The Sports Foundation offered $180,000 for the upgrade. After consideration, the county board accepted the offer and added $190,000 from the Arlington County Diamond Fund. The total, $370,000, matches the projected cost for the work. To learn more about the Diamond Field Fund, just visit their website. That's parks.arlingtonva.us. Correct.
All right, that's good news for you sports enthusiasts. Another park upgrade approved for funding by the county board, is Oak Grove Park in Cherrydale. For all of us Cherrydalers out there, the mandate is to replace and improve its playground and picnic shelter. The work will cost over $620,000 and is part of Arlington's recently approved $1.25 billion fiscal year 2018 budget. Oak Grove Park is located at 1606 North Quincy. Daniel.
And Craig, a third park upgrade that's part of the 2018 budget will be for Tyrell Hills Park, which is near the 7th Road South and Glen Carlin Park. The key improvement there will be the addition of a restroom, pavilion, and futsal court. For those not in the know, it is a type of indoor soccer field on the hard surface instead of grass turf. Both the Oak Grove and Tyrol Hills renovations include better accessibility options for people with disabilities, better storm water management, and better landscape design. The Tyrol Hills upgrades will cost just over $1 million. Correct.
Futsal. When was the last futsal game that you attended?
Not sure.
It's out there. Okay. Moving right along on our news items here. Meanwhile, Arlington teens are making an impact by directly supporting other teens. The Teen National Board, or TNB, provides peer-to-peer avenue for teens to overcome issues such as substance abuse and relationship problems and engage in volunteer and leadership activities. Applications opened May 1st for local teens to apply to be a member of TNB. If you know of a teen who may be interested in helping others and wants to apply, or someone who could benefit from the services that they offer, then visit their website, teens.arlingtonva.us/TNB. To browse other opportunities for Arlington teens to volunteer in the community, you can visit this website, arlingtonteens.com/service. Daniel.
And Craig, if you're wondering whether all of these Arlington investment initiatives are a good idea, you may be encouraged by the knowledge that the county has received a national award as a smart growth leader. The American Planning Association awarded Arlington a 2017 Gold National Planning Achievement Award. The recognition is based on implementation of Arlington's general land use plan. The principles of smart growth include mixed land use, compact building design, community stakeholder collaboration, and walkable neighborhoods. According to the county, gold is the highest honor in the profession. Learn more about the award and Arlington's efforts to be a smart city. That's at projects.arlingtonva.us/planning/smart-growth. That's the website, correct?
Slash and dash.
Slash
All
and
right.
dice.
Gracias, Senor Pineda. We'll be back with our CBB Community Bulletin Board file right after we hear from Adele Quo and another installment of
It's Easy Being Green.
Much better that time.
All right,
We
all
made it.
together now.
All together now. Take it away, Adele.
Well, thank you, everyone. Back by popular demand. Time for another Mystery Tree of the Month. Brought to you by your favorite mascot, Joe Tree Frog, and myself. We present our top 2 favorite mystery trees for May. The first should be really easy. Its beauty is well known and has been a favorite in America for centuries. Our founding fathers, George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, planted it on their plantations. Virginia designated our mystery tree the official state floral emblem in 1918 and adopted it as Virginia's state tree in 1956. Offering a profusion of white to pink flowers in April to May, it's arguably one of the most beautiful of our Native American flowering trees. Sadly, this lovely understory tree, when stressed, is susceptible to a large number of disease problems like anthracnose, which has caused considerable devastation on the East Coast from Massachusetts to Georgia. But truly valued by all as an excellent 4-season tree, it remains a favorite in many Arlington gardens. Perhaps you have one in your yard. Large pink to white flower bracts show off their beauty in spring. The foliage turns a vibrant red-purple in fall, and glossy red fruit attract songbirds in winter. The reddish-brown wood is extremely hard and has been used to make tool handles and golf club heads. Do not confuse our lovely Northern Virginia native mystery tree with its non-native relative. We have time for only one more Northern Virginia native mystery tree, and we saw it described as the best native tree that nobody grows by Steve Bender, the grumpy gardener. From our personal experiences, when in bloom, it will stop you dead in your tracks. Plant one in your garden and it'll become a conversation starter. It offers many virtues, not only beautiful when in bloom with a slight fragrance, but the female trees form attractive and showy olive-like fruit which ripen to a dark bluish black by late summer, which attract our songbirds. And the fall foliage turns yellow in autumn. So it's a double mystery on our end since we're not sure why it's not easier to find at our local nurseries or why it's not planted more often. Joe, Tree Frog, and I expect to hear from you, our supporters, to ID our 2 mystery trees for May. Emails are welcome, adelk.easybeingreen@gmail.com. So remember, it's easy being green.
Get your fan base, right?
Indeed.
Get your supporters out there.
Want to get these native trees out there, make them a lot more common?
Yeah.
M-Tom.
M-Tom.
2 M-Toms this week.
That's right.
I think I know what the first one is. We have one right
Don't
outside
say it,
our
don't
kitchen
say it.
window.
That's what I thought.
And it's a beautiful tree, and it's the state tree.
It's a state tree.
Yeah, okay.
And it's very, very popular.
It
So
is
it is
very
probably
popular.
one in your yard.
It's a beautiful
Might
tree.
be one in your yard.
And I had no idea the wood is used to make,
make golf
clubs and
Yes.
handles for other items.
That's
Great
interesting,
tree.
yeah.
Good stuff. Thanks, Adele. We appreciate it. Here we go now, as promised, our CBB Community Bulletin Board fire. Well, now that the weather is warming up, you may want to learn about sustainable gardens. If so, be sure to visit Arlington Community Center coming up Saturday, May 6th from 9 till noon. The Master Gardeners of Northern Virginia will teach you how to keep plants disease-free, pest-free, and other plant health related items. They will also discuss ordinance codes, and you should be aware of local wildlife concerns. Okay, you can visit their website there, mgnv.org, to register, and for more information, give them a call. Number should be on your screen, 703-228-6414, or you can email mgarlal.ex, rather no dot in there, at gmail.com for more information. Daniel,
See that 10 times, right, Craig?
really, your turn.
Craig, we all rely on energy to power our homes. If you're interested in switching to sustainable energy, then you may be interested in joining a solar energy co-op. VA Sun, a group of solar enthusiasts and educators, will host some free information sessions on the following dates. Write this down, Craig. Tuesday, May the 9th, starting at 7 p.m. at Courthouse Social here in Arlington. Wednesday, May the 10th at 7 p.m. at Arlington's Navy League building. Or Thursday, May the 11th, also at 7 p.m. at the Pavilion at Mark Center, that's in Alexandria. You can learn about how residents in Arlington and Greater Arlington, including Alexandria and Fairfax, have banded together to buy solar panels at a discount and streamline the solar transition process. Visit their website, that's at vasun.org/Arlington-solar-co-op to learn more about this group. To register for the event, go to eventbrite.com and search for Greater Arlington Solar Co-op. Mr. Nolan.
Gracias. And also, here's a heads up for you bikers, bicyclists. The Armed Forces Cycling Classic will be held at the beginning of June. However, registration is open now. Bicycling race will be Saturday, June 10, and Sunday, June 11. Cyclists of all abilities are welcome to participate. There are races for men, women, and kids as young as 9 and even younger. To register, visit their website. Information should be on your screen there. Cycling Classic, all one word, .org, and then select the word registration at the top of the menu. The general entry fee is $65, and military personnel get $10 off that. They get in for $55. Cycling Classic coming up June 10 and 11. Daniel.
Craig, if you'd rather watch the cycling race than actually ride it, then consider volunteering. Open positions include stage crew, registration support, hydration station, medal distribution, and course marshal. Just go to their website. That's cyclingclassic.org/volunteer.html to learn more and, of course, Craig, to register.
Register, absolutely. Thanks, Daniel. All right, news for seniors coming up here shortly, right after we hear from Denise and her review. Here's Denise.
Imagine singing in a regional barbershop quartet competition when your lead singer holds a high note and dies. That's the plight of the 3 remaining members of the fabulous Lipitones, now playing at the Little Theater of Alexandria. TV comedy writers John Marcus, who is paying homage to his hometown of London, Ohio, and Mark St. Germain based their play on this very premise. Peter Halverson is the owner of the local gym/tanning salon, thinks they should just hang things up, while John Brown's Wally Smith, the local pharmacist, doesn't really have any other social outlets, although he's giving online dating a whirl. Jerry Hoffman is Howard Dunphy, who works at a dog chow plant, is more or less ambivalent. His wood-paneled basement serves as the group's practice space so that he can maintain close proximity to his ailing wife. When they get a phone call from the town's auto service shop owner and hear a great singer in the background, they wonder if they found their replacement just in time for the competition finals. An audition for Bob is set up for the following evening. Enter Baba Mati Singh, a young Indian Sikh, complete with pink turban, ceremonial dagger, and dubious immigration status. The stereotypical humor ensues. Phil is sure he's a terrorist, but the other two are more apt to give him a chance. Bob is clearly enthusiastic, even if he is skeptical about the lyrics of some standard songs. The humor is mostly good-natured, bordering on corny. The group has gotten its name because Wally once hoped pharmaceutical giant Pfizer would sponsor them. However, the music is more earnest. Standards like After You've Gone, I Ain't Got Nobody, and Beautiful Dreamer are beautifully sung with all requisite harmony. That's just what the fabulous Lipitones will need to triumph over their arch-rivals, the Sons of Pitches. Director Chuck Leonard explores the issue of whether social harmony is needed as well. Revel with the quartet as they sing The Rabbit Princess, decked out in their snappy vests and straw boaters, covering their unifying surprises, through May 13th at the Little Theater of Alexandria. I'm Denise Pringle. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Denise. We appreciate your reviews. Looking at the fabulous Lipitones. Thanks, Denise. Okay, as promised, now here we go with our News for Seniors file. For centuries, people have been experiencing the ability of tea to soothe, invigorate, refresh, and yes, quench your thirst. Well, you can take a sample sip while a representative of Teavana discusses the origin of many teas that are readily available today. This all takes place on Tuesday, May 9 from 10 till 11 in the a.m. at Walter Reed Community Center and Senior Center and Park. For more information, call Leanne Canuit at 703-228-0955. Daniel.
The Ruski Musicante ensemble, a group within the Washington Balalaika Society, possesses an extensive repertoire of music ranging from poignant romances to rousing folk dance music. Appearing in traditional Russian folk costumes, these performers are sure to provide a festive program. The performance will take place, that's on Wednesday, Craig, May the 10th from 11 a.m. till noon. The free event, that's free, will be held at the Arlington Mill Community and Senior Center. For more information, call Nicholas England at 703-228-7369.
Also, Daniel, in our News for Seniors file, if you have an older loved one or older person that you're concerned about and they still may be driving, but you're wondering about their driver's safety, well, then the following 6 tips can help you limit or perhaps stop them from driving and endangering their lives and the lives of others. So here we go. Get ready to jot these down if you have a chance. Make it a habit to check in on them often, just to chat or say hello and share some news. Offer to drive them to the activities that they enjoy or help find someone else who can drive them. See that they're included in family outings like their grandchildren's school events or a day at the beach. For that, encourage them to try taking the bus on their next trip to the pharmacy or to walk if it's not too far, and to offer to go with them if you can. Urge them to ask for rides from friends and to reciprocate in whatever way that you can by either preparing a meal or just spending time with them. Help them develop new routines and interests that don't require driving, like gardening, walking, or having a swim at the local pool. Your support and involvement in their lives will make giving up the car and driving a lot less lonely and a frightening experience. For more information, you can visit www.caring.com/articles, When Should Seniors Stop Driving? And that's information and news from our seniors file. Is there one more?
One more,
oh,
Craig.
I'm
One
sorry.
more. Here.
Your turn, Senior Pineda.
Well, Craig, if you have a smartphone or tablet or other device but struggle with the camera feature, you can learn more about apps for photography and editing. Join Nick England, he's a very busy man, Center Director and Photography Enthusiast, to learn how to maximize the use of camera that you already have. He'll be at the Arlington Male Community and Senior Center on Wednesday, May the 10th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. If you need any more information, you can give him a call. That's at 703-228-7369. He's surely busy, Craig.
Busy guy. All right. Thanks, Daniel. We'll be back with sign-off and bye-bye right after the next installment from our very own Styrofoam mom, Miriam Gennari, and her next edition of Sustainable Scoop. Here's Miriam.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. It seems like every week there's another protest, and one thing I can say for certain here in the DC metro area is that moms are on the job. Joining me today is Elizabeth Brandt. She is one of the members of the Moms Clean Air Force here in the DC metro area, and she brought along her friend Brennan from Sidwell Friends. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Brennan, are you happy to be here?
Yes.
All right, well, let's start with you, Elizabeth. Clean air, so important. Tell me a little bit about Moms Clean Air Force.
Sure, of course. So the Moms Clean Air Force is a national community of over 1 million moms and dads who are united in support of clean air and a safe and healthy climate for our children. So we educate parents, community leaders, decision makers about clean air and climate issues on the local, state, and national levels.
And Brennan, how did you get involved in the climate movement? What is it that you did?
So it's really a class thing. We went on just this plain field trip, and then our teachers expanded it, and then we got in these groups.
Tell me what those groups are.
Butterfly gardens, rain gardens, ivy pullers, speeches, and signs.
And signs. And what's your group?
Signs.
And tell me what one of your signs might say.
Like what goes in recycling, or like invasive plants or invasive animals.
So you know, Elizabeth, what strikes me about what Brennan's saying is that years ago, children were not given any of this information, specifically not in school. So what was it as a parent that motivated you to become involved?
Well, you know, I think like a lot of people, I have always cared about the environment, and I grew up in a really beautiful area in Western Washington, and I wanted to protect it. But it really wasn't until I had my first daughter 4 years ago that I experienced almost like postpartum depression about climate change. I was so concerned all of a sudden about the magnitude of the problem. And it took me a little bit of sorting out. I spent some of my time off work changing diapers, and then also thinking about what I could do. Because the difference between a worry about something like climate change and postpartum depression is it's not a mental illness. Climate change and concern about it is not a sign of something wrong. It's a sign that you need to do something about it. It's a call to action. So I decided that I would get involved, and I've only deepened my involvement since I've moved to the Washington, D.C.
I think
area.
if you don't think about climate change, then you may have a mental illness.
Yes.
Now, I was talking about marches in the introduction,
Yeah.
the Moms March. Just recently, there was the Science March. Did you go, Brennan, to the Science March?
No, but one of my friends, Tilly, did.
Okay, well, shout out to Tilly.
Yeah.
But a lot of people since the election are becoming more involved. Tell me about one of the ways that your organization is affecting change.
Well, you know, I think that one of the real silver linings about the election and the dawning realization that we have several people who hold very influential positions who just don't even believe in climate change is that it motivates us to do even more. So when Scott Pruitt was nominated to be the head of the EPA, we knew that we probably could not, really in the end, stop him from becoming the head of the EPA. But we showed up every day. So people in Mom's Clean Air Force shirts wore their red shirts to every hearing. And sometimes we could speak and sometimes we could not. And every day after the hearings were over, we went to go see different people who maybe we thought we could influence to vote against him.
Wow, I can't imagine anything that would be more impactful to young people. Also, the fact that you're learning these things in school, you're learning about clean air, aren't you?
Yes.
And now you know a little bit about a good day and a bad day based on air quality. So what are the colors of a good day?
Green is good. Red is bad. Purple is really, really bad, and it's dangerous to go outside.
And what would happen to you if the air was so bad that it was purple?
Well, if nobody in the area of my school put a purple flag up, my teachers wouldn't know. So we'd go outside and play, but we'd breathe like smoke and chemicals, and then our lungs would get blackish, and then later that would cause cancer. And
Thank you, Brennan. That's scary stuff, and it's a big issue that kids need to know about. But it's all about how you present it, and you will be presenting at the Green Festival in a couple weeks on the 13th and 14th. What will you talk about?
Yeah, so I'm going to be talking on the 13th with the Chesapeake Climate Action Network, and we're going to have a panel about ways that everyone can get involved in climate activism and be impactful in that way. And I think that it's great. Brennan was just mentioning a program that the EPA has put together where schools can put up air quality flags. And actually the EPA is recruiting schools in the district and in this area to participate because they are concerned that people who have asthma or respiratory conditions don't always know the air quality. So the thought is that if schools could raise flags on days, then people would know.
Well, it sounds like the Green Festival is going to be chock full of information, and you're doing lots of work. So how do people get in touch with you?
Well, it's momscleanairforce.org.
Okay, great. And on the, they're going to go to your website and find out about the upcoming march this following weekend. And then how do they find out information about the Green Festival?
They go on this website, www.greenfestivals.org.
Perfect, wonderful. Well, I want to thank you both for your hard work that you're doing to save the environment. We are all on the job together. And I want to thank all of you for watching The Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari. Thanks, and back to the news desk.
All right, thanks, Miriam.
Thank you, Miriam.
Our styrofoam mom and another installment of our Sustainable Scoop. Always good to see those young environmentalists. Well, that's it. We got to go. It's a quick wrap tonight. Thanks to you folks here, everybody in the studio and control room for helping us put this thing together. And most of all to you for watching. Next week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll try it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.